Let's see if he can deal with Teferi. Oh, he cannot. That's a token that will kill him next turn. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and we have an amazing brew for you today. And I think you will really like this one, because not only you have really cool cards that are hard to find on the other channels, because nobody plays it, but you will also see those in action. Bladecoil Serpent was done today, and I'm super proud because I wanted to use this card. We will make deck around it as well. Gix Command, this is the main card for the deck. The whole deck was built around this card, so of course you have 4 modes, you can get all of those. In reality, you want the mode 3, return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, and usually you choose the sacrifice effect if you want some removal, or just destroy each creature with power 2 or less, usually some tokens and stuff. Sometimes use full sweeper mode, usually not the case, but you can do it. Alright, and this is the main thing. So what the deck is about. This is a very heavy control style with a lot of creatures, so we want something with Gix Command to get back. We also have 1 Obscura Charm, so we can get back Urza, Lord Protector, a Dance Step, for example, which means that we can do very interesting cards and choices and strategies, and you will see today how it can play out and in a realistic way. Also, if you saw this cool new deck with Invoke Justice and the huge power, Phyrexian portals and multiverse thing, whatever, all the big stuff that gets reanimated. And if you struggle against this deck, okay, watch the games. I'm not spoiling it, but it will be worth your time and you will love it. I tell you that. Alright, so going through the card choices. Soul Partition, as always, we are taking this one from the new ones. Alright, and I need some explanation. Why are we playing Peacekeeper and Trespasser? I know you hate this card, but we needed very good 3-drops, because one of the modes in Gix Command is put 2/1/1 counters on up to 1 creature. It gains lifelink. Sometimes, especially against super hyper aggro matchups like Red, Gruul, things like this, you really want this lifelink, and I wanted to make sure that our creatures can benefit and hit hard. So that's why Peacekeeper, because of the vigilance, you can get the full 5/5 lifelink and still have a blocker. This one play can win you the game on its own. And Trespasser, because it has very good ward, so he's highly likely to, survive until turn 4. Urza, some of a flavor. I decided to include it because we have a lot of cards that can get discounted, especially Gix Command is super expensive, Devious Cover-Up, stuff like this, but you can't switch it to some of those cards and you should be fine. Alright, Cemetery Protector as an alternative to Emperor. I like having 1 of those because you can surprise your opponent and usually you ambush and get a free trade. And also you can exile something, and Graveyard is as well popular right now, so there's a lot of target. You can even choose something that Invoke Justice targets, and suddenly our opponent doesn't get the full effect. On top of it, we of course have Teferi because it's absolutely crazy Planewalker and you want to play it. Devious Cover-Up because we are very heavy on the 3 mana plays and we don't really have enough 4 mana plays, and thanks to this, while having only 3 counter spells in the deck, you can basically loop them into infinite counter spells and your value will always be there. Have 3 Farewells because you really need some kind of sweeper. Gix Command might not cut it, especially against enchantments, things like this, so you have to get it. And Scrutiny and 1 Bankbuster for refill. You can also play more Bankbusters if you really want. They really work well with this deck thanks to all the 3 attack creatures like Trespasser, Peacekeeper, and so on, so on. Okay, only those 2, but Cemetery Protector is something as well because it can use the Bankbuster, the standard stuff, and 4/4 is much bigger than 3/4 in some situations. So this is the deck. About the crafting, I will be honest with you guys, if you are short on wildcards, this didn't blow my mind. Like, it can be very good. It can give you 3/1, and it gave during the games in this video. The problem is that there is Invoke Despair, so the question is not if that's cool card. Yeah, it is cool, but is it better than Invoke Despair? I'm not sure. I don't know. It can be 3/1, but I wouldn't craft it until the meta settles, because I think there is a high chance it won't be a card that's normally played unless some specific decks that just need all of those effects. It doesn't go very well with the control decks. You can see how many creatures we need to play. So I wanted for you guys to see this card in action and make up your own mind, because that's the card I was curious myself. I wanted to see how good it is. And I think it has potential, but I'm not sure if it's strong enough for the meta decks. So beware about crafting this one. Bladecoil Serpent, this will probably be a fun card. I really liked it so far, but it's pretty expensive, so we need to test it more. So wait with this one as well. Teferi, you can probably craft a lot of those and be fine. Alright, so this is the tips, and let's go into the games. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content we are doing. If you feel that I'm doing a decent job, I would really appreciate if you consider subscribing, and it helps a lot and it makes my day absolutely bright. So thank you and enjoy the games. Oh, Teferi, you love to see him. I'm not sure if on the opening hand, but definitely it's still Teferi. So what is the play? This is definitely the first land, because that's the only one that will be tapped for first 2 turns. Is it Azorius control? To be absolutely honest, guys, if this is some kind of control deck and we went with the Bankbuster first, that's so good for us. I have zero idea what I play against. I like the dog though. It is not a bad card. But he did tap out completely, so it's just Urza, bro. It's just Urza. There is a risk he will kill the Bankbuster and we lose all the value. That's always scary part. Like, white decks have Marsh and things like this. But I hope we just get a little bit lucky. Like, we kinda did. Kinda. There are some cards that punish attacking, but I will just counter them. And he probably needs to... Yeah, it's not Eiganjo, it's not legendary. So we just go for it. And we try to draw cards, I think. I missed a land drop. That's not great. I mean... Okay, like, I don't like this at all, but I think possibility, a chance to not miss a land drop is a big deal. So Urza will die? No. Okay, thanks. Second Teferi, before the 4th land. That hurts. I mean, I get the cards, right? Thank you. Like, you are helping me to get around Mana Screw, so I really appreciate this one. Alright, so this is Aether the Emperor, that will be uncounterable. So if they run the Populate and this is definitely some kind of control. I think Emperor is harder for them to deal with. That's not something they want, and the fact that there's Samurai before they can answer the Emperor generally switches the initiative, so I don't mind losing this. I only mind if this is done on the end step, so my opponent can counter whatever I play. You can see this seems to be some kind of counter already. Alright, and now we can start playing. So we are doing this because if we attack, he can do something during combat phase that just kills the Emperor, right? Alright, and what is the play? Definitely we are attacking. We are attacking. Man, Teferi is a big deal, but I think this is a make disappear. So for this reason, we are not doing it. And if he wants to discard a card for, you know, a -1 loyalty, it's basically Wandering Emperor having a -1, your opponent discards a card. And that's not bad. It feels like... Okay, it feels like this new reanimator with expensive spells. And both reanimation spells are sorcery. Yeah, look, he's playing only plains as a basic land, and lands that also have white and blue, so it means that most of his cards... most of his lands in the deck are white. It means Invoke Justice. So I predict next turn it might go through. So we should not Teferi. I will just try to pressure him, so he needs to discard all the cards. And he cannot use Fateful Mending at that step, so he doesn't get the cycling he really wants. Unless he has another one from hand, but then he's very negative on the cards and we can grind them this way. We have Farewell, so whatever happens, we are fine. So I wonder, it's strange, he didn't discard the card that he wants to reanimate. So either he's playing really around stuff. Alright. Alright. I think I know what we will do, but we will wait until the combat phase. Like, this is already the second card that he used. And even if he saves it, that's a card, and this is tapped, so our Emperor will bring another token. And we are really grinding. Like, he saves it, but you can see that his cards are shrinking. And yeah, I know I'm saying it while I have the same amount, but we have more lands, and we have the Bankbuster, and we have a Planewalker. And I think that we're on the play, so we should normally be... Yeah, I told you, this is the card, so this is a reanimator thing. I've seen it, I actually really like the deck. The only reason it's not featured on the channel is that someone else posted it on his channel, so you know. For me, I think Legend VD is the first one that came up with the deck, and I really think the deck is sweet. And let's be honest, the player is absolutely amazing, so that surprises no one. Alright, so this is the attack phase, sure. And now we can draw a card, or we can go for the Guardians. He didn't prepare a counter spell. Alright, this is easy. We just need to draw a land. Or, oh my god, the choice! We can also go for Obscura Charm, get back the Urza, and then get discount on Farewell, and then be guaranteed to go with Farewell. And that should win the game. Have you ever seen this kind of play? Because I didn't, and I play quite a lot. Because if we whiff on this land in 2 next cards, our Farewell plan is gone. So this is more solid. Don't 1 mana, it can be March only, I think. But he needs to exile a lot of cards for it, because it's 3 mana cost, so he pays 1 for the cost, he exiles 1 card for X2, and he needs another card. It means that he uses all of the cards in the hand, and that's bad. So he cannot really do it, right? We would not get punished, but I still think that was the right call. Can we get anything? No. No. You know what we can do? Sneak to damage. Haha! Gotcha! Honestly, there's no reason to not do it, especially with Farewell. Maybe he will just try to do something fancy. Who knows? 3-2 damage, baby. Alright. He doesn't have Make Disappear. Creatures, for sure. And graveyards. Enchantments? Nah. Nice. And that's a many for 1. He doesn't have Fateful Absence. His whole board, Indestructible one, is gone. And the whole thing he built for the full game. So basically what they are doing is invoke Justice onto the one with the multiverse, and suddenly you have a 6/6 indestructible creatures on the board, and he can cast infinity spells every single turn. So do I want to go for the Emperor token? Nah. I have time. He doesn't. I want to force him to deal with all of the stuff that we have, because it's super awkward. He doesn't have a lot of mana. Oh, that's a nice one. I mean, this has to be Teferi, right? No, this will be the Protector into Silver Scrutiny, because he left all the mana open, so it means we don't really want to do anything. Alright. Oh man, I would love to exile this one. Alright, when he targets with Invoke Justice, we exile it with Cemetery Protector. Oh, he will be mad. He just net decked this deck, and he will get absolutely wrecked, I think. By our Kurt Bro. You'll have to see it. But we'll see, we'll see. He knows that we have blue mana. He knows that we are a control deck. That's a flashback, right? I think this is the card, right? I actually don't know what I'm seeing. I think it has to be this, because it's 3 mana, not 2. But that means he doesn't do anything this turn, and we play a creature, we draw a card, and then we are open on the next turn? Like, that's absolutely crazy. We need to think... I think this is the target. Sure. That's absolutely fine. We are grinding the cards, he's nearly out of options. And when he sees Teferi, oh boy, he won't be happy. So we need to assume that he has Invoke Justice. That is something he was building full game. So this is the best target. I can deal with Titan somehow, but I cannot deal with this card. It's way too strong. It's too powerful. Oh, that's so good. Enters the battlefield. Okay, we don't have enchantment, so we don't get this part of the effect. So if we want, we can negate again all the possibilities he has. Man, we just need to name Graveyard and we win, right? Yeah, I know, bro. You know you will lose. That's the fun part. We are winning this one. Alright, so we play like this. It means that we get to 6 mana. Now we can use the treasure to get the graveyard. Bruh. Enjoy your graveyards. Oh, that feels glorious. We know what we are doing. Oh, we know exactly. And now we start smoking. We need to go fast because he can rebuild the combo, but probably not in time. All we need is one single turn when we can play Teferi, and after Silver Scrutiny the game is over. Nice. He didn't do anything this turn. Alright, so what do? We create a Samurai because we want maximum damage for the next 2 turns. Now we crew this, and we say, bruh, that's a lot of damage. No instance, you love to see it. Let's see if he can deal with Teferi. Oh, he cannot. That's a token that will kill him next turn. And I don't think we need Dennick. We might need 1 extra card, who knows. I think he will explode this turn. To be absolutely honest with you guys. Alright. And I will plus Teferi just to force more damage on the board. And we'll use the +1 just to force more damage on the board. Man, he got absolutely smart. We disabled the strategy so hard it's not even funny. Alright, nice. And we are getting more and more damage.
Remember your training.
Even if he has Emperor, we don't freaking care. We just overwhelm the guy so hard that he will be absolutely destroyed. We can also, when we know what his play is, I think he will just die this turn anyway, but we can use Silver Scrutiny to pump extra 3 damage on the token if he's tapped out with the rest. Told you, it was just bluff, pretending that he has something. Man, we absolutely wrecked this deck. Nice. I really liked Farewell for the graveyard. Right, we are going first with Bankbuster, so you know what, I'm taking it. It's not perfect hand, of course we have very rough time with the lands, but as long as we can use Bankbuster to keep drawing, I think we should be kinda okay. Like it's okay, it's fine. This is very important. Will he play something that we need to answer, or we will be able to play the Bankbuster? Okay, and we went through the wars already. So now it should be much easier. I'm playing Bankbuster right now, because next turn we have a Protector, and we can bluff that we are just keeping a counter spell together with Bankbuster. So this will be his last turn to do something without us interacting. So let's see how he uses it. 3 mana is scary, it can be something like Kaito, which is absolutely scary. This is probably the least scary thing, it's a 1/2. Oh yes, so this can kill all the creatures with power 2 or less. This will have 3. That's a big deal. And now we should be in control. Man, I'm kinda excited about this card right now. I'm not excited about seeing blue on my opponent's side, because double blue means a counter spell. Possibly. He will get the land. I hate it. I hate it. So we can clear the board with the Gix Command. Yeah, we can kill this one. That's not what we want. I mean, sure, I guess. So we cast Cemetery Protector. Oh. Okay, but if we hit the land, like he doesn't put the target, right? Yeah, he just takes one of them. Oh, so we cannot target. I would love to just target it, but it's not the case, unfortunately. We can just go for Soul Partition, get rid of the Windgrace and draw a card, and honestly I think this is the best. Like, we don't want to miss a land drop. Yeah, he's thinking about the Emperor. You know what? Okay, I just changed my mind. This attack is pretty sweet. I mean, we have creatures. I will exile a creature. Oh, it's a 0/2. Like, getting offered free removal basically for 0 mana is such a big deal. We might miss on land. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I mean, so we can just get rid of the Windgrace, but he can replay it next turn, so that's not optimal. Alright, I think we just play this and name Windgrace, or go for Urza, but this doesn't discount the abilities, right? So yeah, we don't get the value here. We can use Soul Partition at the end step though. Okay, I convinced myself and we get the token! The token is good. Yeah, if we want to remove it, it will be that end step. I can invest a lot of cards. I don't mind. Smork. We will see how he plays the turn. If he attacks, then maybe it's awkward, because I basically negated my ability to trade with this. So maybe we just use Soul Partition if he wants to go into combat phase. I hope he will do something before attacking. That's my point. He will not. Okay? You got it. You convinced me. He didn't play a land, so that suggests that maybe he doesn't have it. Or maybe he's keeping it. Don't forget this is exile effect, so he's indestructible. Won't help him. He might not play a land just to protect the Windgrace, but it fizzles. Yeah, it's too late, bro. Oh, you can see that he's not super happy. And now he cannot replay the Soul of Windgrace. So he might cycle lands or something, but right now we disabled the card for the full turn. And now we can use Peacekeeper to get it to 8. Well, this guy won't play the card for a long time. Death Touch, sure. I do not mind this one bit. We can just start drawing cards, you know. Okay, do we have something? So we can get back Urza if we want. We could. So we can destroy this and put counters. I think we want to keep drawing cards, you know. This will be Windgrace. We got... Man, Cemetery Protector just does stuff. I mean, I don't like Windgrace. Oh, it was there. Soul of Windgrace. That's the one. Yay, we did it. Alright. So I can keep attacking, but I want my cards, honestly. So. Do we want to do it like this? Yeah. He's probably not really interested in trading. Like, we already got the tokens. I'm fine. Like, we don't need more, and we can get back the Protector anytime soon. And if he trades, it means that his board is empty, and he needs to place something into the board just to keep up. He has cards like Soul Canar, it's absolutely fine. I should read the card, probably. You can pause if you are interested. I read it, and then I forgot it, okay? That's how it is usually in Magic. So he can deal 3 damage, I guess he can kill the Peacekeeper, and I would guess that's what he will do. But then we draw cards and we use Gix Command. And suddenly, it's all the same. We have stuff and he doesn't, and we will attack with Bankbuster, with haste basically. Sure. I should draw a card, it's already the end step, but fortunately it doesn't go through our turns directly. I mean, we are getting really good stuff, man. We won't be able to cast whatever it is. You know what? No, let's go for this. Like, this is our card, right? So he will sacrifice a creature and we'll get 2 cards. I should probably check if I have them, but it's fine. Is it Urza? We cannot melt, we don't need the discount. Protector is just better. You know, the standard black card 3-4-1 is here. Oh, Magic. Wizards are really going for 3-4-1s right now. 2-4-1, not good enough. Alright, so our opponent is still without the board, basically. And Titania is the choice. Alright, I should probably start reading this card. Painlands also hit him quite hard, but he will get life. Beginning of your upkeep, 4 or more lands in the graveyard. Let's see. Nah, it's not. Ludevic. This will mill quite a lot. Okay, sure. Sure. But that didn't mean lands at all. And a land named Argot. But he needs it at the upkeep, so he needs to play it one turn before, so we always have time to answer. That's pretty cool. We can get back Urza at the end step with the charm if we want. But in all honesty, I think I will just kill Titania. And we probably want to crew the Bankbuster. We want to be aggressive right now. So I think I will still go for the Windgrave. Oh man, Titania and Tyr as Sander. Tyr is actually pretty darn good. Okay, you convinced me, bro. We'll do it like this. If he double blocks, we just remove one of them. We don't get cards, I know. But I think it's not time for cards. It's time for aggression. Yeah, we won't be able to attack with the tokens anyway, so we might as well just go for 4 damage for free. 7. He can heal though, but we can answer whatever he does. And he's at 7. We can have one extra creature, the Urza, if we want at the end step, but it's probably not the main thing. Alright. So, oh, even from hand, yeah, from anywhere. Okay, good, I missed this one. Not gonna lie. Tyr as Sander, so he needs to pay, right? Not sure why it doesn't show, but it's usually the case, I think. So let's use this one. We will destroy the creature. I should probably do it first. It's absolutely fine. He can replay her, but then he cannot do anything else. And he cannot get back whatever he wanted to get back. So I think it's kinda fine. I missed on this 2 life gain, that's for sure, that's a mistake. But yeah, he would get even more life. He would gain extra 2 for the Xander's launch, because it's from anywhere, including the self-mill. And that's a Slogurk. We have one removal, he doesn't know about it. And I think now we go with the Peacekeeper, and we can start doing cards again. Unless we want to just smack the Emperor, man, I call her Emperor because of the same cost. I joked, it's just I knew that the next card is the Emperor. So, like this is a lot of damage. If this goes through, we can actually kill him, Neri? Can we kill him? We remove the Slogurk, right? Then we have what? 5 mana, so we can Emperor. But then we cannot cast a creature. So then we need to attack with the Bankbuster, 2 tokens, that won't kill him. We need to crew the Bankbuster, which means the Protector. So I think the play is like this. It's a bit weird. Alright, so what do I want? Instant. I would definitely an instant. Preferably from his graveyard, just to mess with him a little bit. Alright, now we get rid... I think it's still the Slogurk. 3 counters, okay. We don't want to give him the counters. Now we get the token. As you can see, those tokens really amount for some extra damage. And right now we are doing lethal. He will be at 1 after this turn, so he has a lot of work to do next turn. I'm not sure if that's enough, but we'll definitely try to pressure him. Let's crew. This is the best, because it's perfect 3 power. And we just say, Smork. Ooh, he got something? Oh, right. Cards. Cards do have text on them. I know, I just played with Slogurk like once in my life. I mean, so he has a lot of lands, but all of them cost a lot of mana. And it would be great if legendary creature was not on the board, but at least one won't be. And next turn he needs to go really, really defensive. He doesn't have Sweeper, we know this. So his probably best bet is just to go for Titania for 3 mana, probably with some pain during the turn. And he has 4 mana. 4 mana is all. Oh, he played the tap land. I'm honestly not sure if that's correct, but okay. So Titania, it will discount both of the channel lands, but I don't think that saves him, especially with the Emperor. Not sure, but we will see. We can also keep drawing cards with the Bankbuster, so we are basically just, you know, switching between being extremely aggressive and getting some extra point of value to overwhelm him. This Slogurk play, man, maybe... No. If we didn't kill it, he would just block the Peacekeeper and trade for it. So yeah, that still was correct choice. So our opponent tries to be smart with legendary lands with channel. on the discount and getting some life gain from surprise that we might miss. Our opponent thinks that we will miss it. What a disrespect. And honestly, of course, very good play. So, he will pay 2 mana for this, or 2 mana for this, but he can bounce one of the cards, right? So it means one of our attacker doesn't go through, and the second gets blocked with 3/4. So only, yeah, so this will block this will block this, and this will get bounced. Or this one, depending on what we crew. So we only deal 1 damage. Okay, but then... Okay, and this goes into the graveyard, which gives him this extra damage. So yeah, we cannot kill him this turn. That's unfortunate, that's for sure. But we will still pressure as much as possible. Yep. And we'll go for the Serpent, because I know you guys want to see it, and I also really want to see it. So we of course go all in, because he wants to get good blocks, and with tokens we force him to block everything. He will probably survive. I'm not doing the math on while recording, but I'm pretty sure he will get enough life gain to just go at 1 or 2 HP, something like this probably. So it will be probably this one. And then it goes to graveyard, he's at 3. Then he bounces, I think Protector, yeah, because this is the highest mana cost, right? I can pump 1 damage somewhere, but it's only 1 damage. We'll go for the Serpent though, and that would give us a lot of advantage. Alright, now he needs to block. It means that he needs to champ the Bankbuster with something. He could double block the Bankbuster, but thanks to the tokens, you know, that's not the case. So we can... Oh no, we have the Emperor. He played around the Emperor better than I did, even though I see it. Alright, that's nice. And that's something he did not freaking expect. Alright, blue. Guys, this will be absolutely epic. Let's go for black mana. And yeah, this will be blue and 1 pain land. Let's go for this one. This is our Serpent mana, guys. I mean, X is 0. Yeah, we don't get any benefit. And this will be 0, confirmed. Okay, 2 cards for us. Alright, so he discards 1 card. I don't care about the discard, because like he can circle those cards and he gets the life, like things like this. So it's not the most impactful, but drawing lands from our side can be a big deal. It won't super, but it will be a little bit. And 5/4 is nothing to scoff at. Especially that we can play the Protector and the Emperor next turn, so we can crew the Bankbuster, attack with everything, and pump something. So he's under a lot of pressure, but you can see that Titania is absolutely healing so much this game. I think he healed like between 6 and 8 so far, if I recall. So that's pretty a lot. Slogger. Sure, you have your 5 mana Slogger. I'm actually pretty happy about this one. He probably wants the refill. On the, you know, channel lands to keep healing, and he can block whatever, so like this will leave the battlefield. Okay, my turn. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. And I don't think he can do much about it, right? Alright, we definitely do it. We definitely do it. I don't remember what it is named. Yeah, Tier Asunder, sure. So he can get back something and heal some much, but we'll see how much. Wow, that was really good. So he milled 2 lands, so that will be 4 HP. Alright, she has 5 something, 4 more lands. Oh, right. But he still needs the land. Deck is pretty sweet, not gonna lie, but so is ours. Life gain. Maybe I should wait until he does the channel and just answer it. Maybe that was a mistake. So it is possible I should just keep pressuring him main phase and wait until he will channel it and then answer. Then we negate all the, like 4 life gain basically. So maybe that was a bit better play all in all. So if we play this, we cannot Emperor, right? So we might as well. Do I want cards? Man, do I want cards? I'm not sure, but I definitely want to get rid of some of his graveyard. Like, it's definitely getting a little bit annoying, you know? So Boseiju is pretty nice. Probably Takenuma is the first card we want to exile, right? It's super annoying. It gives him all those legendary creatures. Alright. So if we attack with everything, he blocks the Serpent, he gets hit by... Oh! I'm a real MTG genius, I just missed Leafar early. Like, I mean, this should be the winning play, right? The best he can do is block the Serpent. And he has no Titania, so it means that he doesn't get life gain, and he knows it. That was a good guy. I don't want to do it first, but he actually played this very, very well. He knew exactly what he's doing. Alright, our opponent goes first. We are on the draw. I mean, we just need one land, right? I'm not super happy about this opening hand. It is decent chance that we lose. But there is also chance that we win. That's some wisdom right there. I hate seeing this land. The mono blue left its mark, like really. Alright, so we probably want this, because the next turn will be this. We don't have anything better to do. Do your thing. Make your disappearance, if you wish, or syncopate. If you see the hard counterspell, that's absolutely worth it for us. Like this is the card that will wreck us anyway, sooner or later, and at least we get we get over it quite fast. Right, so what is the next one? We cannot counterspell. It means that we need to play a 3-drop. Is it Urza or the Peacekeeper? This will get killed or countered. I honestly don't super care about Urza. Like, it's great card, but it's great when you have a lot of instants in the hand, and we get more creatures, we have a lot of lands. Oh, okay. That means that he either is desperate or has a lot of value in the hand. It means usually you have second Silver Scrutiny, so you don't care about the first one too much. That's really scary. Man, it's so nice to see Devious cover up priced accordingly to the effect. It's a joke. It's a Control Mage's joke, okay? It's probably the Emperor advanced step. Stop. Stop it, bro. Just stop it. This is good card for the matchup, so we get it. Like, we like to draw Bankbusters. This will be super hard matchup. We are more about killing, you know, the typical decks. Bro, chill out with the Emperors, really. And we can price our own Emperor as well, so it will be much more expensive. Weird play, but we might have to do it. I mean, I will freaking do it. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Alright, so let's think. What about Teferi? He plays Teferi, we can answer it with Soul Partition, but it's not perfect. Oh man, that's such a hard choice. Teferi, why are you here? I will still go for this card. And oh man, we cannot answer the loyalty. I will make a stop. There is chance he makes some kind of mistake. But he will probably just use it. If he uses Emperor first, for example, we can kill Teferi without him getting the card. I hate to see it. But it means he has no blockers. Problem is this -1. Oh yes. Yes! You fell for my trap. Okay, that was full nerd mode. It's absolutely fine. And that was one of the few ways we can kill Teferi. Oh, I'm so happy because this would absolutely wreck us if he played it correctly. What's more, it also discounts all of his cards basically in the hand. And he's tapped out, so you know what? I do not mind getting the first Emperor. Enjoy your 6 mana Memory Deluge. So we can play land, if we care. This deck can use mana, but I'm not sure if we don't get flooded for like next 2 turns, so I'm keeping this one. Yeah, the problem is that when you are second person to activate the Emperor, you are always losing loyalty and your opponent is always gaining loyalty. Told you, he had it from long time. I think when he used this one for 1, he already had this one in hand. Because that's usually how you use those cards when I was playing them. I mean, you know what it means. Super annoying, but we need to deal with it.
Show them how we breathe.
Fortunately, both of our cards has vigilance. We could just use Soul Partition, I guess, but we don't have a lot of value. I think we need to be a bit smart about it. Of course, he doesn't have reason to block it right now.
Never done for good.
And I mean, we cycle at the end step. Emperor might die, but yeah, double vigilance means that whatever he does, on our side it's just a bit better. And if he gets another Emperor, I think that's the third one, right? Yeah, the third one. Then we have our Emperor, so if he pumps it to 3-3 first strike, we can do the same. It means that we can freely block. That seems like such a Emperor bait. I'm taking it, bro. I call your bluff. Easy. So we can either get our Emperor and waste some value, or just Soul Partition and kill his Emperor. And in all honesty, I think I just kill this and force him to do something about my creatures. Soul Partition is great at killing those kind of stuff because it doesn't get really replayed later, so it's basically 2 mana hard removal. He can do something, right? Negate. Okay, that's definitely a big thing. But he only got one of those, and we still have the Emperor. So sure, negate is 1 top more than I expected. Or at least play it around, because it can be expected. Man, this is basically an Emperor war. He got 3 Emperors, top 18 cards. I got 3 or 4 Emperors in top 15. That's so ridiculous. The problem is for him. Bro, my stuff bigger.
Remember your training.
What about this? He really wants to get rid of the Peacekeeper because it basically disables his whole hand, and that's super awkward. And the second problem is that now we have 2 creatures, and be assured, he is scared of Urza because he thinks we are playing the combo, and this can melt very, very quickly. So 3-6, man, we are taxing him for so much. Not anymore. Alright, this farewell was actually probably a game-winning thing. Especially if we draw like 3 Emperors and a land. Well, this went very ugly very quickly. We needed this draw. If we had this draw right now, we would win the game maybe. Oh man, I think we are falling super behind on this one.
May your blade strike true.
We basically have the same cards, kinda, but this farewell was absolutely deciding, and now he can double Memory Deluge in 1 turn. The fact that he got 1 free turn is absolutely crazy. And now we need to throw the token under the bus every single freaking time, every turn, until the Emperor dies out of, you know, exhaustion of making those samurais. Like, man, she's training them daily, and they are dying daily. If I was this instructor, I would just think, man, maybe it's not my calling to do the training thing. Alright, that's some quality content, I know. Yeah, this is problem because their deck is basically ours, but more into control against control matchup. It's super hard to get around it. I think this will get countered, killed, whatever. So I expect this not to work. Man, he just has way more counter spells than we do. I mean, this is the point when I don't think we cannot win. We will take 1 more card, and we'll see his 1 turn, and then I think I explode. We lost the control over the game when the farewell hit the spot, because we had everything a bit better. He was absolutely blocked with card drawing, and yeah, and then it reversed. Now we have no Emperor, this never taps, so our Emperor cannot get rid of it. And yay, we have a clue.
Keep watch for it.
We have a clue. Yep. I think this is this moment. Let's see the card. After you see this, our opponent already knows what it means. Alright, he played it very well. I'll give him that. That's an Emperor. And that's a scoop. Oh, I enjoyed this one, but it felt bad with the farewell. Well, it is what it is. Happens.